Hi everyone, my name is Luke Northam, and this is my tools presentation for OPTM 6300, Managing Projects. I decided to do my tools presentation on a project management tool called Scoro. It's really more than a project management tool. It's kind of gives you an overview of the entire company is what it's designed to do. It's a really good tool it's a really good communication tool. It's a really good planning tool, and it's a great tracking tool. However, when it comes to estimating, it's not a really good estimating tool, and I'll tell you why later on. But to start out, this is a dashboard that kind of shows you kind of everything that's going on, project's income, budget, leads, my hours, all the normal stuff. It also has my calendar, so if I have any meetings scheduled today or at any time, it'll be in the calendar there. Um, it also shows the activities. These other activities are actually the project the new smartphone project that I've just been kind of working with these last couple days, and also the unspecific. That's also part of the project as well. So it kind of breaks out the activities, and you can actually go in and label each activity, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Um, but it kind of shows you kind of where the time is being allocated based on your team. And here is the team. And so here's pretty much your entire project team, including just this is pretty much just the managers of each department here. So the project that I decided to do was the same project as in the case study, the new smartphone project. And instead of having four different marketers, four product designers, and everything like that, I'd pretty much just use a manager for each. This CTO, for example, is our marketing manager. Jane Numbers is our product design manager, and so on and so forth. I'm obviously the project manager, and that'll show up in there as well. Um, so yeah, let's get into how you can use it as a planning tool. Again, from the dashboard, you can go directly into My Projects and click on the project that you want. In this case, I want to do a new smartphone. You can add several different projects if you want to. And how you add projects. So this is the new smartphone project here, but if you wanted to add another project, you just click on the Projects tab and click this button that says New. So say I wanted to add a new project that was new tablet. And then, so you just label it, give it a title, you label a category, also choose a client. You can input clients, and you can, you can also make the client, select the client that you want, but that's not really necessary, at least for this portion of it. You have a start date, a deadline. Another problem with the estimating is that this program doesn't really allow you to estimate how long it will take. It pretty much just tells you to input a deadline for when it's due. That doesn't really tell us a whole lot about how long the project will actually take. It kind of just gives us information about when we actually need to have this done by. So again, if we're trying to estimate how long it will actually take, it's probably better to use MS Project or something like that. Another problem is the duration. The duration in this entire program is only in hours, and so if you want to kind of look at days, and you kind of have to convert hours into days or days into hours in order to put it in this program, which is kind of frustrating. But that's just kind of how this program works. You can select a color, and pretty much the only thing that this does is just highlights the color on the dashboard, which is it's okay. And then you can also choose your team members. So you can go in here and you can choose who you want on your team and who also you want to have access to it. So you can just say project members, you can do members only, or you can just have everyone have access to it. So these, kind of going back to the team, this is the team that I have. You can add or remove team members as you need to, and how you do that is you just come up to this icon here, and it will, again, right now I'm in the trial, and so that's why it says My Trial there. But what you do is you click Manage Users, and then from the Manage User screen, so because this is a trial, I'm only allowed to add 6, which is why there's no add users there. But I can add more groups. I can add 4 groups, up to 4 groups, and right now there's only 3 groups. So if I wanted to, I can add another group to this as a user as well. But yeah, since I'm kind of maxed out on users, I can only have these 6 users here. But if that I actually bought the whole thing, then there would be another button here that says Add User, and I'd be able to just go ahead and add the user there. So that's how you add users. And then you can also assign tasks. So I'm going to go back into the new smartphone task here, or I'm sorry, the new smartphone program. And again, this is pretty much based off the case study that we just did. So I have all the activities here, or the tasks, the major tasks or milestones. Yeah, actually, these are the milestones. I have the task listed as milestones here for each one. So we have the market study, functional specifications, manufacturing planning. And it can go all the way down to install equipment. And how you add tasks. So if you want to add a milestone, you just click on this button that says Phases or Milestones. And then you would just, all you do is you just add another, and then you'd have to put in the information there, and then also and this is so it doesn't give you the duration, so you have to put when it started. So we have the project that started on the 14th, and then we know that the duration is 25 days. So again, it won't let us put in the duration, so we actually kind of have to go in here and kind of calculate 25 business days from from when it starts. And that's kind of one of the problems with the program, is that it doesn't allow you to actually put in a duration for how long this will take. In each milestone, though, there are tasks, and how you add tasks. You just so this is kind of going into the details of each milestone there. You just select Add, and you just select a new task. And so say that I want to add a new task here. It'll take, you have to input the duration, so we're just going to say it's going to take half a day. And all we're doing is preparing a report from data collected. And then we're going to assign this to our marketing person, which is CCTO here. And then the deadline for this, so the deadline of this entire milestone is May 20th, and so I'm going to go ahead and use May 20th as a date, because we want to make sure that the next phase is ready to start, and so they'll probably need to have the report based from the data collected. So we're going to go ahead and put May 20th there. And I can also select a priority. So since the marketing task is like the first task, it is a critical task. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave this as a high priority, but if it's not a high priority, we can go ahead and change it to medium priority or low priority, and then save. And so yeah, so so that's kind of how you add tasks. After you complete tasks, another great thing about this is once you complete a task, all you do is you can either go into the task, you can click on the task and select Done, or you can just click this that says Mark is done. Click it again, and then after it's done, it disappears. And after that, same thing. This task is done. Now these tasks, you can go, if you scroll down, you can go down and find them. And as you can see, here's all the tasks. And so Analyze Data had so many days of that. So here's all the tasks that have been completed, and research features and collecting data and everything like that. So you can go back and find the tasks, and then if you need to add them back, you just click on it, modify. Yeah, see this says completed here. So you go modify, and then uncheck that, and then it'll show back up in the task and the milestone. So yeah, you can. So it's really good for planning. It's also really good for tracking, as I mentioned earlier. So a couple great things about it. You can kind of take a look at it. Kind of gives you a NAT chart here based on each milestone, very similar to what you normally see in MS Project. Here it has all the tasks listed in the milestone, and the duration of each task. So you'll be able to, you can kind of see that, and it kind of goes for each one. It also shows you these ones that are grayed out here. These are the ones that have been completed. There's the ones that are not grayed out here. They have not been completed. Now, see this yellow bar up here. This yellow bar up here kind of shows the progress. So it kind of tracks the progress of these milestones here. But until they're completed, they'll stay on there. They'll pretty much stay light there, and they won't be grayed out. And then it kind of also gives you a summary here of the task duration. There's, as you can see, it's 240 hours have been completed of the project, and it's 13% done. So, yeah, there's that's a good way of tracking the progress of each task. Another great thing about this program is that you can communicate directly with each user. So say that you're looking at the planned activities and there's something behind. So say that maybe quality engineering is behind. What I would do is I kind of want to just see who the quality engineer is, the person overseeing it. It's John McDunn. Go back to the project, and then click on John McDunn. What's great is if I just click on his email address, it will allow me to send him an email. And then you just click send. So yeah, he'll be able to get this email. It'll go directly to him. And if he needs to, any of our users have access to the site. So when they go on there, so say that he did actually complete the milestone, he just hasn't logged it yet. He can just go back in, pretty much do the exact same thing. Go to projects, new smartphone project. You can go to his task, his quality engineering task, or which task? Well, yeah, sorry, quality engineering task here, and then mark as done. And then if he marks as done, and any of our users can do that, and that's another thing that makes it great is that we can kind of all communicate, and then any of our users can go in, mark it done, and that automatically tracks how much time has been done, how much time has been worked. The main problems with this program though is the estimating, as I kind of mentioned earlier. We don't have the ability to estimate the budget for for the work. So we have all the resources here. It has projects, incomes, and budget, but this doesn't actually take us to this doesn't actually give us a budget. It takes us back to the project screen. In order, we can't assign how many hours worked for them. We can't really assign how much how much needs to be assigned to them and their entire department. And so it's because of that, we're not really able to estimate the cost of the entire project. This one's mostly good for just planning, tracking, and communication. But in terms of estimating, this is not the best type of program for that. So yeah, that is my project. Feel free to email if you have any questions. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.